Welcome back to another episode of Talking Kicks with Mastro Mixes. I know it's been a while since I did my last video, and I apologize. I need to start making more content, and I realize that. But what I want to get into today is another pickup that I just got in today in the mail. It took forever because of the holiday weekend, but they finally came in. And I'm going to pull it out here and open it for the first time right in front of you guys, because the box has not even been opened yet. So let's it says pull. Let's pull. Yeah, these don't really pull all that well. There we go. Yeah, and I will have to say, I like that Nike did this with these boxes now, because it's easy to use them to reship to somebody else, because they didn't peel the tape. You can peel that and re-stick it. Thank you, Nike. I just bumped my microphone over, so I'll move it back. Now, I will say, just right out of the bat, I do like the different box. The box is different. Let me get the light on there so you can see it. And it is the Burgundy 5. Jordan is, the Jumpman is Burgundy on the box. This is different than any 5 box we've seen. Same shape, but the box looks different. So let's pull them out of the box. Now, I was surprised, I will say, that this pair was so easy to get. Now, ooh, they feel good. I will say, the last time these released, they did sell out. It wasn't instantly. Back in those days, things didn't sell out just instantly like they do now. Because the original pair of Burgundy 5s was a little bit before all of the hype. And since then, over the last 10 years or so, it's been almost impossible to find Burgundy 5s for most people. A lot of you guys out there who've just started collecting in the last, 10, 15 years may not have even realized that there were Burgundy 5s before this pair. But I wanted to pull these out, and I do have the original release Burgundy 5s also, and we're going to pull them out and compare them. I will say the color looks spot on without getting the old pair out here right beside it so far. They did the bluish tinted sole, which is the newer clear, and they don't tend to yellow as fast as the older actual clear. Now, the mesh looks like the old original clear, and it will eventually yellow. And I will agree that a lot of the shoes look better when you ice them and get rid of the yellow. But this Burgundy pair, when it yellows, it actually gives it a really nice look. I actually like these when they're yellowed a little bit. I don't think the suede is definitely different on this pair, but it is real soft. I am liking it. The colors look spot on. Even the color of the laces with the gray laces looks spot on this pair. But I've got my old pair right here, and I'm going to pull a pair out. Now you can see what I'm talking about with the yellowing. And this pair is very yellowed, and surprisingly enough, this pair is still wearable, but I don't know how much longer that's going to last. You can see the suede is still soft on them. You can get the different directions going and see the color change. Now on this one, I did notice it will do it, but it's not as prominent. You can barely even see it. The suede on it's not as thick. This is the newer nubuck stuff. This was actual suede, I believe. Maybe it was nubuck, but it was thicker. But putting the two side by side, I think the colors are just spot on with the burgundy and in the gray. The tongues the same. Height wise, let me get them this way here, because I got left and right. And yep, it perfect. It's just spot on. Jump man on the back, everything is exactly the same. The lace locks, even the exact same colors on the lace locks. Let me switch to this other camera because I think we have better lighting with this other camera. But until I turn, you're just going to see the top of my head for a second. Now, this one makes the shoes look a little smaller. I'll get a little bit further away from my mic to do it this way. But you can see the colors are, let me move it to the right direction here. They are just exactly the same. The newer one, I think, reflects the light a little more. The different material is kind of picking up more light in it. Same 3M on the tongue. It has the same type of feel on it. I am actually really liking this. And a lot of times when we get the suede pairs in, the colors seem to change. Let me show you what I mean. Here's two more pair of suede 5s. The Raging Bull. Here's the newer Raging Bull. It almost looks pinkish or orange compared to the old pair with the real dark red. And the suede on these is entirely different. This is more of a real suede, not a nubuck, but it's real thin and real hard. And the old pair is real thick suede and really, really soft. As old as this pair is, you can still see just by moving it back and forth how soft that suede still is. And this pair is, surprisingly enough, also still wearable. So this pair is still dead stock because I've had no reason to not wear this pair yet when I'm wearing them. If you would like to see more of this type of stuff, more of these old comparisons with new comparisons, and maybe even see some older gems that most people didn't even know existed, especially some of you younger guys. And, you know, without you younger guys, us newer guys, maybe we'd get more of the shoes, but I think it would die. So we're absolutely glad you younger generation, you younger guys are in the game now, because you're the future of the shoe game. And so we're glad to have you here. But some of you guys haven't had the opportunity to see some of the really old pairs that guys like me have. So coming up at the end of this month, Sneaker Fest in Topeka, Kansas. I will be there, and I'm not going to take all of my shoes because I don't have a truck and trailer that big, but I will be there with some older gems on display, and I will have some newer dead stock stuff even there. I don't plan on selling anything, but who knows? I might get talked into it. I may make some trades while I'm there. I'm only going to show up with maybe 80 to 100 pairs, and that's about it. But I will be there. So come see me September 30th here in Topeka. Here's the flyer.
Turn it up. Be robbing your speakers. Let's go. Turn it up. Let's go. Turn it up. Let's go.